So you guys know the drill. Every time a new ban list is announced, like everyone and their mother posts whatever deck they're known for with the new ban list, even if it's only like two changes, which I never understood, but I have gotten a lot of requests to do Volcanics, so we'll do them anyway. I guess you guys survived that Pokemon video, so you can. I'll throw you a bone. So I haven't really tested this, not even a little bit, because I've been playing Pokemon, but it's very similar to what we were playing, except that it's way less tuned to Clifford's because I don't foresee that deck being a force at YCS Chicago, which I am playing in. So it's just basically just tuned towards Necroz, which I think is fine. So yeah, we'll kind of go through it. We have 3 Rocket, also known as Rocket. We have 3 Shell, 3 Scattershot, 3 Royal Firestorm Guards, and then we have 2 Fossildyna. And this isn't really to replace Emptinesses. This is to replace the Murmillo engine, because the Murmillo engine was only good against Cliffforts. I don't want to say only good. It was good after siding against Necroz, because you could side Void Trapple, which is like really cool against Trishula. But overall, was mainly in there to give you like some kind of leg up in game 1 against Cliffforts. But Dyna's really cool. Necroz kind of lack outs to it, so any card that can lock Necroz out of the game is a good card by my standard. We have 3 Pot of Duality. Gotta keep that consistency up. Same thing for the Magic Planners. 1 Wildfire upside down. Can't even flip it over. 1 Mind Control. Like, this deck needs a way to take monsters off the board without killing them, because you have like way too many ways to kill things, but not enough to steal them. So Mind Control kind of solves the, or fills the hole that Snatch Steal left. We're playing 3 Reload, 3 Reckless Greed, 3 Mind Crush. I'm fine playing 3 Mind Crush with only with 1 Emptiness, because my Mind Crush always conflicted with Emptiness, and I would like never even want to set it unless I didn't have an Emptiness. But now that Emptiness is at 1, I'm totally fine playing 3. I'm playing 2 Iron Wall. Like with Emptiness at 1, I'm assuming most, if not all, Necroz players are going to drop MSTs from the main. They really have nothing to fear with Emptiness and Skill Drain at 1, and Clifford's not being a real threat. So this card is just, I mean, it's literally just free wins, and it's also good against, like, Brain Abyss if they play Dark Claw, which I'm assuming every Brain Abyss player would be. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know, like, like Ritual Beasts, I guess it would, like, kind of fuck that over. Like, some people asked my last video if the Iron Wall, well, specifically speaking, Simo asked if it conflicted, the Iron Wall conflicted with the Reload, and I don't really find it does, because, like, if you have the Iron Wall against Necroz, you are, like, already winning, so generally you're, like, using the Reload. What I find myself doing the most is using Reload on my turn, milling the Scatter Shots, destroying my opponent's field, shuffling them back with Firestorm Guards, and then setting the Iron Wall, so you've already done your damage and Scatter Shots and shit, so I don't know. Auto wins are definitely worth it, in my opinion. I'm going to play 2 Mirror Forest, basically just to protect the Fossildyna. 2 Fiendish Chain. 2 Breakthrough Skill, because I hate Valor as like a card. Like, I always open up double Valor. It's like, I can play a whole tournament and draw like double Valor every single game, and that's just how it works. So, much rather play Breakthrough Skill. I think it's really good. And it also, like, Breakthrough Skills are better against Trish than like the Murmillo engine ever was, so that's kind of neat. Playing the 1 Emptiness. We can switch back to commons now instead of slutty supers, because I only had 2 commons, so now I have 2 full playsets. Then we're playing 1 Ring of Destruction, because you can do some neat stuff like chain Ring of Destruction to Scattershot, so that when it resolves, your opponent loses. Because they only have to, like, I'm not gonna redo the new text. This is the old one. I don't think this is the original. No, it's Invasion of Chaos, so maybe. No, it's from the special edition. I don't fucking know. I was like 8 back then. Probably like 10. Doesn't matter. So you can like activate Scattershot, and then like the first Scattershot when you first send it, and then chain Ring of Destruction, so that when the chain resolves, Ring of Destruction is going to destroy the monster, you're both going to take the damage, and then Scattershot is hopefully going to finish them off with the 1500. So found that kind of neat. Extra deck. Don't even know why I go through the extra deck. Like, I always say this, but I feel it's necessary. Like, you don't have to play an extra deck in this deck. It doesn't matter, but I'll quickly go through it. I think this card's pretty cool. Like, none of these cards honestly matter. Like, Not a single one of those cards matters. You can play an entire tournament without any of them, and you'll be totally fine. Doesn't fucking matter. We're still playing 3 Fire Hand and 3 Ice Hand. I still think these are good cards against rogue strategies, as well as, like, I'm not expecting Clifford's to be, like, fully unplayed at Chicago and just events in general. I don't know if an optimal build will be decided by the time Chicago rolls around, but Clifford's will definitely still have a huge fan base, even though they're, like, the gayest deck ever. So I expect to face some of them. And these cards were already kind of auto wins against Cliff Forts if you open with one of them. But when they only have 1 sacrifice and 2 scout, like, I don't see how you could lose if you open those cards against Cliff Fort now. And they only have 1 skill drain, so it's like the deck's a joke. 2 Light Mirror, because who the fuck knows if people are gonna be playing 2 Shadow Mirror for BA bullshit. Still playing 2 Compulsory Escape Device, just cause I am still pretty afraid of the hands. Like, I don't even know if I have to play this card. Like, you kind of want to play this card, because, like, yeah, the point is to use it against the hands and just get rid of shit. But, like, I guess with Fossil you don't really need to play it. So maybe I should, like, update this. Because with Fossil up, that means that Mirror Force and... not Wildfire, but Mirror Force is an out to the hands when you have Fossil up. And, like, Scatter Shots are already out, so I guess I don't have to play this card. But I like this card a lot. It's really cool. And against Burning Abyss, it's kind of neat. Out to Dark Law and, like, Dante's and shit. We are playing 2 MST aside, because, like... I'm trying to think of stuff that MST is good against that the hands aren't. Like, Yosenju. Like, anything that plays Tenki. I don't know, there'll probably be some fuckers trying to play Fire Fist with 3 Spirit. And I don't think that's, like, a great deck right now, but there'll be people playing it, and this is pretty good against it. So... I don't know, I might put in a 3rd one for one of those escape devices. Lastly, we have the 1 Thunder King. I was thinking about maining this for one of the Fossil Dynas, but, like, I just really like Fossil Dyna right now, and I think Thunder King is good. Thunder King is good. Like, if Denko Sekka gains popularity, then I'll definitely switch into Thunder Kings. Thunder Kings, yeah, like, we have 2. Konami's not that nice, but if they're siding Neko Sekka, this is definitely going in, because it's an out to Denko Sekka. That's really important. And also, if they're playing Neko Sekka, I'd probably play... I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like Denko Sekka is a lot easier to take out than Fire and Ice Hand, because Fire and Ice Hand just rip through everything. But, like, I think the best way to play around Neko Sekka is just to play, like, not stupidly. Like, if you think they're siding Neko Sekka, and, like, sometimes you can just ask them before the match and pretend like you're playing Necroz and be like, do you think Neko Sekka or Fire and Ice Hand are better than Necroz? And they sometimes answer, probably like 50% of the time. So if you think they're playing it, like, just flip your shit and stand my phase, and that'll solve all your problems. And, like, if your hand's, like, gonna lose to Denko Sekka, you can just Mind Crush it, Blind Mind Crush, and if you Blind Mind Crush and you have all floodgates, and they don't have the Denko Sekka, then you win anyway, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, Thunder King is pretty cool. So there's the deck profile. Really informative. It'll probably be updated when I actually, like, play in a real event instead of just, like, building this in 5 seconds. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you later. Bye.